One of the most common things that people come to see me, whether it be in person at Cogorno Golf, is, hey, I really want to get my body working. I feel like I'm using so much arms and hands. Feels like I got a lot of timing in my swing and I want more body motion. And while I don't know that I agree 100% with it all the time, the idea is true, right? The best players and the best swings have the most body motion. Now, you can't swing without your arms and hands. Okay, there's some things you need to have in there. You have to learn how to use your arms and hands. You need good club face control. But if you feel like you have that under control and you want more body, this is gonna be the routine for you. Hey guys, so we're super excited to announce that for the month of April, from today through April 30th, we're gonna be doing a 30-day money-back guarantee. That means if you haven't tried out CogornoGolf.com, now is the time to do it completely risk-free. If you try it out and don't like it for any reason, simply send us a message. We'll send you every single penny you invested right back, no questions asked. CogornoGolf.com is where you can send in your swing so we can see what you're actually doing, help identify priorities, tell you specifically which drills to do, how many reps to do, how many days per week. It's an awesome practice plan you're gonna get. We're there to guide you through the entire process. There's coaches there 24/7, answer any questions you have, talk you through the feels, what to expect, how to work on things. It's awesome. I really think it's equally as effective, if not more effective, than in-person coaching. You're gonna absolutely love it. Again, April 8th through April 30th, 30-day money-back guarantee. Would love to see you there. Hey guys, Eric here out at the Don Law Golf Academy. In today's video, we're gonna talk about how to learn how to have a body-driven golf swing and remove some of the arms and hands from your swing. Now guys, do us a favor, if you do like this video, click that gray thumbs up button down below. It really helps support our channel. I would really appreciate that. So how to learn how to have a body-driven swing. There's a 3-step process that I want you to do here, and I want this video to be a follow-along. We're gonna do the hits together, gonna talk through the feels, what to expect, and how to go through each one of these 3 phases. This is based on a video we did with Milo Lines about a year or so ago. We'll put that video at the end, but we're gonna work through a 30-ball practice set together. So if you can, grab a little short iron. I've got a 9-iron. You can do pitching wedge or 8-iron, will be fine. But one of the most common things that people come to see me, whether it be in person at Cogorno Golf, is, hey, I really wanna get my body working. I feel like I'm using so much arms and hands. Feels like I got a lot of timing in my swing and I want more body motion. And while I don't know that I agree 100% with it all the time, the idea is true, right? The best players and the best swings have the most body motion. Now, you can't swing without your arms and hands. Okay, there's some things you need to have in there. You have to learn how to use your arms and hands. You need good club face control. But if you feel like you have that under control and you want more body, this is gonna be the routine for you. Now, as we dive in here, again, we're gonna do this based on a 30-ball practice set. Let's grab a short iron. You could even do this at home if you don't have balls and just be practicing along with us. Now, one thing in the concept that I would think about this is your golf swing is sort of like a pie chart, right? Part of that pie chart is body motion, and part of that pie chart is arms and hands. And really, if let's say you think hey, I feel like I'm 80% arms and hands, 20% body, to get that to the point where it really probably needs to be, which is like 50-50, you're gonna need to feel like 100% body and no arms and hands, which leads us into how we're gonna start this in phase 1, which is you need to feel like your arms and hands are basically dead weight, going along for the ride. They're there basically just to hold on to the club and keep it in your hands, and your body's gonna literally do the rest of it. So you're not thinking any kind of arm, hand, nothing, it's all body. And so when we work with Milo and how he started us doing this, which we're gonna basically do, is level 1 in phase 1, the first 10 balls, we're gonna hit with what we'll call hip high swings. So we wanna take our normal setup position, and I wanna get the club back to about hands hip high, and through to about hands hip high, and feel like I make the club move with just my body, right? So when I go back, there's gonna be no hinge included. My grip pressure is very light. I'm basically just holding on to the club. It could really feel like it could fall out of my hands. I'm getting the club back to hip high with no hinge, everything's wide, through to hip high with no hinge, and I'm gonna start hitting some balls out. Now, I'm probably gonna go a little farther than I want and add a little bit more speed, but my intention with these first couple is to hit them somewhere between 50, 60, 70, 80 yards here. So we'll just do one little rehearsal together. So hands hip high, feel like your grip pressure is very light, and you should feel all body. Now, if you're someone like me, who tends to get a little handsy, and not have enough body motion, this is really gonna feel like your rib cage, your core, your spine, right? I feel like my spine, as weird as that sounds, my spine is moving back and through a lot more compared to normal. So grab your short iron, and let's get started here together. Normal grip, and again, all body, let's go about hip high, hip high. So there's my ball 1 with a 9 iron. That probably went 60 yards, so pretty good, right? To start with. Now you might find out when you're doing this that this looks fairly easy, but is in fact a little bit more difficult, and I feel the same thing. So lots of body motion. Again, no arms and hands. So obviously my arms and hands are moving, right? They're not actually dead weight, but I feel like they're dead weight. I feel like my arms and hands are literally doing nothing, and just my core, trunk, etc. is moving the club back and through. And I bet what you're gonna find when you do this, so that's 3 balls, and those are all going 60, 70 yards. What you're gonna find if you were to record yourself is a lot of your swing flaws start to kind of self-correct when you get your body working correctly and take the arms and hands out. So that's ball 4, I'd be happy with all those. Now, if you're hitting balls at this level and you're like chunk, thin, etc., well, you might wanna record your swing and live at this zone a little bit before we move on. But I want you to do this, even if it takes a couple sessions, right? I'm gonna kind of work through this with one 30-ball set, but what if you did this for 90 days, right? What if you did this 30-ball set for this whole summer that's coming up, May, June, July? Could you get to the point by the end of summer where you take your arms and hands out and you feel like your body does all the work? This is the starting point to it. So I know I said it 18 times already, but I can't emphasize enough, like it feels like my arms and hands are doing nothing. I mean, they are dead weight. So very loose with the arms and hands, all body motion. Now I hit all those pretty darn good. I'm not like overly concerned if I don't hit them perfect, but I do want to get my body working, my rib cage moving. A lot of swing flaws come from the lack of motion, the lack of turn, and too much arms and hands. So that would be phase 1. Now I don't know if I hit maybe like 8 balls there, but let's call it 10 balls we just did. And we're ready to move on to phase 2. Now, if you need to live here for a little bit, pause the video, live here, or let's watch this, but when you go back and practice next time, it's okay if you only do hip high for the whole 90 days, and then gradually work up. Now, level 2 of this, same club, same dead arms feel, is my body's working. I'm gonna now get the club back to about left arm parallel is what it feels like, and I'm gonna add a soft little hinge. That was the piece Milo indicated in the video, right, to do. So I still feel all arms and hands, or all arms and hands, hello, all body here early. The club's along for the ride, very soft grip, but as the club goes from hip high to left arm parallel, just a soft amount of hinge, and then again, all body on the way through, very soft arms and hands. Have I said that yet? So let's go ahead and do stage 2 here, left arm parallel, just adding a little bit of hinge, but all body motion back and through. And this feels really, really good to me. As we do a lot of these videos, and we're talking so much minutia, sometimes with the arms and hands, we lose sight of the fact that the body gets good to, I need to get my body moving, and our body's got to start moving. So that was good. Ball 1, let's do ball 2. All body. Just a little bit of hinge on the way back. That was also a really nice strike. And I find when I do this, some of the things that start to come up that a lot of times I want to micromanage and practice, again, they start to fix themselves. So left arm parallel, a little bit of hinge, arms are dead weight, grip is soft. Yeah, I probably had a little too much speed there, but that's good. Now with my 9 iron, I would say at this length swing, that's probably like a, kind of going 3/4 the normal distance. That might be like a $130 sort of range. You don't need to be going that fast. All body, a little bit of hinge here. Yeah, these are all really nice. I gotta send Milo a message and re-thank him for this. So I'll do one more at this level. All body, no arms and hands. Left arm parallel, a little bit of hinge. Yeah, it's real solid. So, again, that might turn out to be like a 3/4 distance, and I would use that as your warm-up, right? That would be the second set of 10. And then now the third set of 10 that we would do, and that was probably 6 or 7, would be basically we just add turn, right? So just lengthen the swing out a little bit. So I'm still feeling the same thing. Can you guess what I'm gonna say? All body, no arms and hands, very light with the grip pressure. I feel like I could just let the club go at any moment. And now I'm gonna feel the same thing. I'm adding a little bit of hinge. I'm just gonna keep turning. Just gonna keep turning on both sides. My hand path will go a little farther. I'll turn a little more. Arms and hands feel dead. All body, let's do it. And one of the things as I start to go into a full swing, so that wasn't my best strike. One of the things as I start to go into, well, yeah, this is kind of a foolish swing, is my arms and hands need to feel pretty soft. So like my grip pressure is soft, but so are my arms. For me to really get this going good, for me, I don't like to have my arms super tense here. So all body, adding a little bit of hinge, and just keeping turning. And on the way through, I feel like my body just keeps turning and my arms and hands are going for the ride. So I don't feel like any of this is happening. Obviously it is, but it's more of a reaction there. All body, add a little bit of hinge, just keep turning. It's real soft with the arms. Yeah, that feels real nice. If you're someone like I am, who gets a little arms and handsy, doesn't turn, right? Doesn't get the body going, this is gonna feel good and athletic. Let's do one more. All body. So feeling here, a little bit of a soft hinge, keep it turning. Same thing, just all body, arms going along for the ride. Yeah, that's nice. So that's our all body follow along 30-ish practice set. I probably hit more like low 20 balls there. But hip high, no hinge, stage 1, 10 balls. Left arm parallel, add a little hinge, and then take it, increase the turn up to full. Again, that came from Milo Lines, a video we did about a year ago. We're gonna put a card on the screen for that video so you can see it. If you are someone who wants to do this, I would highly recommend this for at least the next 90 days, or just have it be a part of your regular warm-up routine all the time. One of the big caveats to add to this, like hopefully you've seen in some of our other 500 videos on this, is you probably need to have the club face square first. Before you do these things. If you want to send your swings in, work together, would love to work with you, would love to put a plan, specific practice plan similar to this at CogornoGolf.com. We have our 30-day money-back guarantee, no risk for you to try. Would love to see you there.